They say the truth is out there, and it might be terrifying. A just uncovered Defense Department summary of UFO-induced effects ranging from abduction and paralysis to electrical shocks and even sexual encounters is shocking the world tonight. The report, again, is from the Defense Department. But what does this all mean? How are we supposed to interpret it when talking about UFOs? Just starting this investigation, national correspondent William Lajeunesse shows us tonight.
Pilots tracking unidentified objects, balls of light suspended over the ocean, UFOs chasing warships, all part of a growing body of sightings of UAPs or unidentified aerial phenomena.
My gosh, they're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
Now comes something even more explosive, a 1,500-page Pentagon report of previously classified documents cataloging accounts from witnesses and victims claiming radiation burns, brain damage, even paralysis after close encounters with UAPs.
This is the most haunting of all the reports from my perspective, because it shows immunological deficiency. It shows altering human DNA. It shows degradation on a cellular level.
The report was released only after a Freedom of Information request. It found sufficient incidents, accidents have been accurately reported, and medical data acquired as to support a hypothesis that some advanced systems are already deployed and opaque to full U.S. understandings.
This is from within the documents themselves.
The report says humans have been injured from exposure to UFOs, from abductions and perceived time loss to sexual encounters and unexplained pregnancies.
We're talking about an area where there is intervention with the human being on such a level that it's beyond just negative health effects. Some of this stuff is really bizarre.
When I first heard about this, I didn't believe it at all. Somebody says, you want to meet Bud Hopkins? Who's he? This was 2.5 years ago. Oh, he's a man who believes in stories of people who've been taken on to spaceships. I thought he must be crazy, and the people he's working with must be. Not so at all. What I discovered was that he was talking about people who are completely sincere. They don't claim they've been taken by aliens anywhere. They're very reluctant to come forward with their stories. The stories that they were telling consistently, as I began to meet with these people myself, there was nothing in my psychiatric work over 40 years that prepared me for the consistency of these stories, the fact that they're told by children as young as 2 years old with physical marks, cuts, scoop marks, and the rest, the association with UFOs, and that these are not people who are mentally ill. And there's nothing in my background that prepared me for this set of experiences.
As a psychiatrist, you are telling us they're not mentally ill. These are not delusions we're talking about.
Absolutely not. They're troubled people because, as you heard from Pat and Michael, these are very disturbing experiences, and they have a kind of post-traumatic quality to them. But it's not just post-traumatic, because this can happen again to them at any time. It's not like over once it's happened. And those experiences are disturbing. But the disturbing feelings, experiences they have, does in no way accounts for the experience. What is causing this, that's the mystery. I've had people come to me saying they want to be told this is a dream, a fantasy. Even I had a man that came to me just last week and said, Doctor, I'm coming to you because I want you to tell me that I'm crazy. I don't want to believe that these experiences are real. The implications for this person's worldview are so staggering. But as Freud once said, theory doesn't prevent facts from showing up. It's nonsense to attribute this to the hypnosis itself. Increasingly, I'm seeing people who remember a good deal of the story before hypnosis. They remember being taken on to the spacecraft. They remember the beings. But the experience is so disturbing that the mind puts it down and puts it out of mind, and anything we can use to help people relax and go inward and bring back the experience can help bring it forward. But to say that because they're filling out the experience with hypnosis, that therefore the hypnosis generates it, is not right. Nothing that we've experienced prepares you for the power of what these people go through during the hypnosis sessions. The intense fear, the body shaking, the rage, the sense of humiliation. It's completely persuasive because of the emotional power of what comes forth. It just cannot be fantasy. It cannot be something that's made up. And that's what's hard to convey if you're just looking at the content of the report. I think this kind of debate, which is healthy in a way, but it's also preventing us from getting on with what these powerful experiences that are happening to so many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, what does this mean for this culture? A lot of the people who have these experiences, actually, when they face up to them and when they really go into it deeply, grow as human beings.
Do you know what it means?
I don't know what it means, but it certainly means something that could be maturing for us as a species if we faced up.